I got there Thursday night, stayed with a friend, and then was there all 3 days, all 3 days fully. And I'll show you all what I got, I guess, buying-wise in a second. But hold up. This is what I wore. Just to give you the quick Odicon rundown. So, saw this when I was there Thursday night. Then, boom, Friday, I did Nero. I did Nero from DMC5. I don't have any pictures in Nero, which is... Actually, yes, I do have this picture. I have this picture. Yo! Oh my god, thanks for the 61! Hope, thank you! Alright, thank you. Can we get hearts in the chat? 61 months, Jesus. So, Friday, I did Nero from DMC5, and I brought around the Raphael cutout. So the reason you're like, why would you bring the cutout around? Can I rate this song? I'm alright, thank you. Sozapus. I brought the Raphael cutout. Yo, G-Call's like for the gifted too. Thank you.
I love you, bitch.
So much.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you.
Oh my gosh.
Bitch.
Okay, so Friday, I brought the Raphael cutout because I was doing Nero from DMC5. Sorry, I just repeated myself 3 times. And I wasn't sure, if I was going to enjoy cosplaying him. Not because I didn't think he was cool or wanted to cosplay him in general, but because his jacket, his Devil Breaker arm, and his sword I bought off Amazon because I didn't have enough time to get a nicer jacket or build them. Build the arm or the sword. But I had to shoot with my friends, a bunch of my friends, and I was like, I'll bring the cutout as well because I can't cosplay lads during Oda and I wanted to, and so, boom, we'll do both. Crazy random pairing, I know. I didn't have the wig at the time because it was not with me, but this is what I looked like. This is what I wore. I had the Devil Breaker arm on my right arm. This is the Marquee Hotel at Odicon, but I made this tweet because I thought it was funny because it was just a very interesting combo to wear Nero from the hit game Devil May Cry 5 with Raphael from the hit game Love in Deep Space. But I carried the cutout around all day, and it was great. People came up to me, and they're like, dude, can I get a picture with the cutout? There were guys, girls, who cares, whatever, people coming up asking for pictures of the cutout. They didn't even know who I was, which doesn't matter. And they didn't even know who Nero was, which doesn't matter either. They said, hey, can I get a picture of the cutout? I said, yes, go ahead. There was loads of lads cosplayers. There was this absolutely insanely good-looking group, or 2 people doing Silas and MC Silas, Silas Dragon form. Absolutely amazing. They got it commissioned. They looked phenomenal. They're very sweet. I talked to them for a little bit in the beginning of the day. It was right after I took this picture, or right before I took this picture. But there's lots of lads cosplayers. A lot of them came up to ask for a picture with the Raphael cutout. A lot of people assumed that, because Coco was with me, that she was the one who likes Love in Deep Space. Once again, this has happened many times now. And she was like, this is my boyfriend's cutout. You ask him. And I said, yes, you can take a picture. So many cosplayers, I said nice cosplay, and they all probably were very shocked once again that Nero from DMC5 knew what they were wearing. Sexist? It's not me being sexist, bro. Though the other people? Oh, the other people? No, they're not sexist. It's just, most time, if a guy is with something Love in Deep Space at a con, then it's usually the girlfriend making the guy wear the cosplay. Because there's lots of dudes doing lad stuff. There's a dude in the God of Tides Raphael fit, and many people doing all the LIs. But if it was a couple, usually if the guy has no clue what I was talking about. So a God of Tides Raphael cosplayer, Coco went up and said, hey, can I get a picture with you? And he walks up to me, or he asked Coco, like, yeah, you and me? And she was like, no, my boyfriend. So he comes up to me, and I get a picture with him, and his girlfriend, I think, is doing MC. I forget which version. And I'm like, yo, dude, I wanted to cosplay God of Tides Raph and Sea God, but I just haven't had time. And this guy, he had the most, I don't know what you're talking about face of all time. He just did not know what I was talking about. Clearly, he was wearing it for his girlfriend, which is absolutely amazing. It's very sweet. It's That's awesome that there are boyfriends doing that. It's lovely, right? I think it's awesome. I think it's really funny that I'm like, dude, I really want to cosplay. He probably doesn't even know what God of Tides means, which is fine. It's just, it was hilarious because I said that, and then he was like, yeah, cool. Or like, I don't even know what he said, but he just clearly didn't know what I was talking about. And then I was like, okay, nice, have a good day, right? So I could stop bothering him and stop making him probably feel awkward because he doesn't know what to say. And then we start walking away, and his girlfriend goes, I forget what he says. I think he says the name of her boyfriend or something. But it's like a clicker with a dog. And I was with Maui and Coco and other friends. And it was so funny because his girlfriend and friends were walking. So I'm right here. I asked for a picture, right? Here's the Raphael cosplayer. I'm like this, right? And his girlfriend's going this way. And so I'm talking to him like this, and then they're over there, whatever, they're over there, and they're like, hey, come on. He's like, yes. He's like, yes, babe, or yes, honey. As soon as she says something, and he runs over there. And I was like, oh my God, bro is trained. Like, it was insane. Like, Coco, like, pointed it out because after I got the picture, it was on Saturday, I think, because I had a bunch of, like, shit on, so it was hard for me to maneuver or like, focus on anything. But it was crazy. Because, dude, as soon as she said something, because I was holding him up as I was talking about the game, he was like, yes. He turned around. We're like talking like this. He's like, yes. Right. Runs right next to her. Which is, like, great. Like, you know, he obviously, hopefully their relationship is going well. Clearly, he's trained very well. It was so funny. And we were dying laughing about it all day. I hope he's doing great. But that was really funny. Coco asked him to take a pic. He was like, with you to her. And then he was like, no, my boyfriend. But yeah, that, good for her. Yeah, man. It's so funny. But yeah, throughout the day, like I said, people would ask for pictures with the cutout, and they did. It was awesome. Shout out Twigster. Twig came up to me, and they're like, hey, Jordan, or I don't know what they said, but I don't know if they said my name or Nightalize or whatever. It doesn't matter. But they came up, and they're like, it's Twig. And I'm like, Twig? And they're like, Twigster. I'm like, oh, yeah, a fellow Twitch chatter. And they asked for a picture, and we got a selfie. So shout out Twig, man. They're very sweet. I don't think they're here, and I don't know if they'll see the video or not. And if they don't, then it's fine. But they came up and said hello, which is cool. So shout out them. And then also later in the day, on Sunday actually, someone came up to me. This isn't Lads related, but they came up to me in the Zorro cosplay, and they're like, "Hey," they were clearly very nervous. Like clearly very nervous. I'll talk about this in a second. And they come up to me and they're like, "Hi." I don't even know if they said my name again or Nightalize. I'm not sure. But they're like, I watch your streams. And I thought it was Lads, right? Because it was a girl and her friend. And I was like, cool. Like, nice to meet you or whatever. And I don't think they remembered. Like, I don't think they watched Lads because they brought up Final Fantasy. Which was cool because I've been recognized, once at Odicon and then at the New York ad thing like 2 weeks ago. So this is technically the third time. But this is the first time for FF. And I was like, wait, that's really cool. Because they're like, I've watched like your Final Fantasy playthroughs. Like, they're trying to think like FF7, OG, and like other stuff. I was like, oh, this is very nice. And I asked for their name. Their name's Priscilla. So I don't know what if they watch the stream or if they watch YouTube or if they probably won't even watch this. They seemed very nervous. But shout out Priscilla. Because they came up and said hello. And they watched my FF stuff, which was cool. And then they ran away quickly. They seemed very nervous, and so I tried to like be very nice and like not make sure that, because there's no reason to be nervous. I'm just a guy, dude. I'm no different than anyone else. Okay, so you don't need to be nervous just because I stream. Literally, I'm no different. I just so. But they were very nice. So shout out the two people who I saw because that was really interesting and cool. But yeah. So Friday, like I said, I had Nero on. I wish I had pictures because Nero was absolutely a blast to wear. Shout out Alex who did the wig. The wig is amazing. It's really good. I gave it to them because I didn't have time to do it, and I was like, if you don't have time to style it, it's okay. And they cooked this shit up in like an hour. Maybe even less, but probably less. But they cooked this up incredibly fast. It's very sweet. Alex is very nice. So shout out them for cooking up the Nero wig. Saved my ass for the shoot. I was very happy with the cosplay. And I'll post those pictures to Twitter and Instagram. But so just because we're on the topic of the wig, I got, dude, 3 people thought I was Jack Frost. I'm not exaggerating. 3 people thought I was Jack Frost. Okay? And, like, I get it, because I do look very similar. It looks very similar. Okay? Okay. And so, me and Coco ran with that idea. And so now, chat, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So now for Anime New York City in a week and a half, me and Coco will be doing Jelsa, Jack Frost and Elsa on Thursday. Thursday is only 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at ANYC. It's their first year doing a 4-day, so Thursday's very short, but we're doing that as a joke on Thursday. So I will be doing, I know this is a side tangent, and we're still talking about Friday at Odicon, but we're doing that. And so today I bought a blue hoodie so that I can paint this to have the, so this can have like the ice looking marks on it. So I have the wig, I have the blue hoodie I gotta paint, I have brown pants. I'm not gonna go barefoot. I'll probably wear sandals or just shoes. And then he has the staff, which I ordered a staff off Amazon. I just looked up wooden shepherd's pole, and it looks just like it. So it's just going to be for the memes. Like, nothing serious, right? Just for funny for, like, 3 hours. It's just stupid. But, yeah, that's crazy. But, Friday, I'm not going barefoot. Don't worry. I'm only going on the weekends. I will be at ANYC for every day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be there all day, every day. So I'll be at the lads shoot on Friday, doing lads. But before, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Friday at Odicon, Raphael cutout. I carried around him everywhere, all day, literally from when we got there at 1 p.m. all the way till 9 at night. This was like 2 blocks down from the convention center. We were going to get dinner at Umaya Izakaya. It's a good Asian restaurant, Japanese food, whatever, Izakaya. And they had like this street with like the rainbow like flags or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, get a pic in there, bro. It was beautiful, anyways. Like whether it had the rainbow flags or not, it was very pretty. So when we were walking, we saw that, set him up for a pic. It's a great picture. I should have got a picture of myself in cosplay because it is beautiful, with all the colors, and yeah, it's amazing. Have I been doing my dailies? Not every day, but almost. Don't give me that face. But so we got dinner, and so at dinner, we were at a booth. And Raphael is 6 feet, by the way, chat. He's very tall. He's the Sandy is 6 feet tall. So it's very inconvenient to carry him around, let alone bring to a restaurant. So I brought him to this restaurant, and we sat him up, or down, I guess. I don't know what you would say. He was sitting some way. His neck got snapped. It's okay, because I can just add a piece of cardboard on the back to straighten it out. No worries. And for ANYC, I'll be bringing him as well, and I'll be reinforcing him so his neck doesn't break again. But he's sitting in a way that works. But this, I didn't realize this tweet had 5K likes. Jesus. But this happened. Lots of people were looking at us. Someone came up to the table and was like, "Hey, what is this cutout?" And I was like, "It's from a game." And I was like, "I'm carrying it around for the vibes." A lot of people asked why I'm carrying around Raphael or a cutout all day. I said, for the vibes. Like 5-6 times. They're like, what are you carrying this cutout for? I said, why not? For fun. So, it was a great success. Many people got pictures with it. Many people, they just wanted to get a picture with it and didn't even know who I was, which is awesome. Like that's why I carried it around, for fun. So it could be silly and it would have fun stories, And it was perfect. The best idea I could have done, because Nero all day was lovely. Hanging with friends who did DMC, everyone looked absolutely amazing, and so that was awesome. But the Raphael cutout was like a nice dichotomy, and it was it was just for fun, and that's all that matters when you go to conventions, is having fun. So he'll come back for Anime NYC on Friday at Anime NYC. There's 11 Deep Space shoot at 4 p.m. or meetup, quote unquote. So I'll be wearing the fit with the belts. Coco will be MC. And I'll be carrying the Raphael cutout once again. So if you're there, come find me or the cutout. So he will be making his return. And it will be at ANYC, which is going to be bigger than Odicon. So I'm sure, Raphael will get many pictures with all of his fans. I don't care about... I'm carrying it around for Raphael and for the sake of the people. I'm a man of the people, which is why I'm carrying it, okay? That's all. That's it. All right? I'm just the person. I'm the messenger who I provide the avenue for Raphael to get pictures with others. That is why I do it. But beside the point, yeah, it was really fun. A great Friday. I'm sure, yeah, Raphael loves the attention. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun to do. So, first day, Friday was lovely, and I bought some stuff, chat. Also, my wig really hurt my head. It hurt a lot. But I bought this crazy standee. Let's show you what I bought, because I bought basically everything Friday. Boom, Raphael standee. I didn't really need to buy anything this week in chat because I have lots of stuff. Yo, Chow, gotcha. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I have lots of stuff. Too much stuff, some may say. And so I didn't really need anything, let alone I don't have the money to buy things because, I just don't at all. So I bought like 4 or 5 things, and they're all relatively cheap. So first thing, the Raphael standee. I had to get this because, dude, come on. I got to get it for the shelf. For the lad's shelf. Like, look at it. He's shirtless. Come on now. It was like $15, $20. The artist was very nice. They had the chibi versions of the characters, and you could put like a hat on them. It was magnetic, and it was adorable. But I was like, okay, do I get the cute one that's like magnetic, or do I get the stupid in quotes? It's not stupid, but like, you know what I mean, silly one. And I was like, I gotta get the shirtless one. So got this for the background for here. Great purchase. I got some stickers as well. I basically only got lad stuff because, dude, there was so much lad stuff. OMG, I saw the same stall at my con. Still regret I didn't get it. Dude, yeah, it was... There's a lot... Dude, there was so much lads, chat. They're like cosplayers and artists. There was so much. It was really cool. It was really cool because I was like, dude, like, usually the stuff at cons that blow up in the past couple years is mostly gacha games. Obviously, lads is a gacha game, of course. But it's like Genshin and ZZZ, and it's like mostly like Hoyo stuff. And I don't really play any of that, right? I don't really care. So a lot of the huge crowds of stuff is like stuff I don't give a shit about. FF always has a presence, of course. But there was lots of love in Deep Space, which is awesome. Because I love it, I play it, and I know a lot about it, I think. A decent amount about it. So like, it was really cool. So I got this Raphael sticker. Very cute. This was for free, a booth. If you went to the booth and you show them your affinity level, and you follow them on Instagram, they'd give you a free sticker for your LIs. So I showed them my account, and they gave me the Raphael sticker. I got this one. This one wasn't free. I bought this one, but it's Cat Raphael in a little box. Very cute. There was so much other lad stuff I wanted to buy, chat, but I just didn't have the money to spend. I just don't need it. Don't have space. Don't have the money. So I just wanted to buy a couple things. But I got this other sticker, adorable. I'll probably put it on my PC. And then I went to Elaney, an artist who I follow on Twitter and follows me on Twitter, and they're very nice, and they do art for FF, mostly FF. And so they were there, and they're very sweet. And so, hold up. Yeah, this is their booth. And I've bought stuff from them before in the past. Like, I didn't know who they were. But they got mad sick prints. Especially the FF9 print is beautiful. FF7. A lot of FF14, which I'm not, like, super into anymore. But, like, obviously it's FF, and I love, the game is great. So, I got little Sephiroth Cloud sticker. I got a little SKA sticker from them. I got an Expedition 33 patch because obviously the game is, amazing, and so this is like an iron-on. I'll probably put a Velcro sticker so I can put the Velcro on my bag. But Expedition 33 because, game of the year, one of my favorite games probably ever. So that was lovely. And then they had this keychain of Cloud that has, like, stuff that... Oh! Wait, look. It's like Mako. It's, like, thick. Oh, it's sick. It's so cool. I had to buy it. I literally shouldn't and can't really afford to buy what I bought, but I had to buy it because they were very nice. But it's really cool. So I bought that from their booth. So shout out them. And then some other stuff that I bought. Also, the artist that did this, by the way, was Fumi K. I can't... Okay, just look up Fumi Kujoshi on Twitter or Instagram. But that's just so you guys are aware if anyone wants to buy it. But that's that. I also got this from a friend who's good at drawing. And they drew the Lads Boys with FF outfits on, which is sick. Because once again, the Lads Final Fantasy crossover is crazy. So they have FF14 job stones, which is lovely. What is Raphael? Raphael is ninja. And then Xavier's paladin. Silas is monk. Zane is sage, and Caleb is machinist or machinist, which is actually a pretty good selection of stuff. But thank you, shout out Honey Yuzu, cosplay mutual friend that I've known for a bit. Got these stickers someone gave to me randomly on Sunday as Zoro. They just walked up to me and gave them to me, so shout out those two random people. And then I got an Apothecary Diary sticker. Have yet to watch the show, but I think I'll like it, so I got this. And then Coco got me this really fat Pikachu that looks incredibly obese. It's very sad. Chunk-a-Chew, as the artist called it. And then this bread seal, which is very cute. So that's pretty much everything I got, except for one more thing. One more thing. I didn't buy that much, like I said. But I got one more thing, and then I'll go into what else I did on Saturday and Sunday. Not much else, but I got this. One more Raphael thing. Like I said, there was probably 5 things I could think of in my head that I wanted to buy Lads related. There's a hat, a white hat with a heart or a star on it. And so like My Little Star, not My Little Star, but it was like said something, and it was white, and it was like fuzzy, and it had like a charm hanging off, and it was a Xavier hat, and it was really cool. But I was like $28. I can't spend money. There also was a Caleb one that was black with a bunch of like stuff on it. It was really sick. But like I said, I didn't buy it. And there's so much. But I bought this. So, yes, this is heat reactive, chat. So, this shirt disappears if you have to really rub it very hard. He said you have to rub it really hard or make it really hot. Oh, hold up. Wait. I'm getting it. Wait. Hold up, chat. Dude, you gotta do really fast. Fuck. Oh. There it is. Kind of. Not fully, but it's good. I was rubbing it. Not fast enough, but... Sorry. But there you can kind of see it goes away quickly, but... Boom! But yeah, you get the gist. But yeah, I thought that was funny. So, I had to buy that, of course. Because, once again, just more Raphael stuff for the shelf. Because I have a couple merch. I have some merch, official merch. And then I have now the standee. And then this picture from Mags, which is very sweet. And the Raphael picture. So I got some more stuff for the setup. And then hopefully I'll get more in the future. I don't really need more now because I just don't have the money for it. But maybe NYC there'll be some stuff. Maybe since me and Coco will be doing lads, like wearing stuff and having the cutout again, maybe people will be giving more stuff out there. But that's all I got, chat. I didn't buy much. Like I said, I don't need. I wasn't supposed to buy anything, but I had to buy something to show off, and then I had to buy something from Elaine's booth because she's very sweet. So that's that. And then Saturday I cosplayed Cloud. That was fun. Cloud it fell apart. So I got to redo the harness. This part of the harness came off, which really sucks, but everything else was comfortable. So Cloud needs some refactoring when it comes to the pauldron because it was way too heavy. But I am very happy with still how most of it turned out. Is the sword heavy? The sword is so heavy. You cannot one-arm it. It is incredibly heavy. So I have my fusion sword here. This is all foam. This sword I can easily one-hand and do this. But this sword here, I can't do one-hand. Even two hands like this in the picture, it's like 10, 15 pounds probably. And the weight isn't distributed at the handle. It's all throughout the whole sword, so it's really hard to hold. So I am, like in this picture, like I am not flexing. I'm just trying to hold the sword. I'm just trying to hold the sword. It's really hard too. It may be too heavy. I wish it wasn't as heavy as it was, genuinely, but it is what it is. But yeah, I wore Cloud. I'm not fully happy with it, but I'm pretty happy. The wig was from Uju. Uju_cosplay. Mutual. We are mutuals with a lot of people, and they're very sweet. And they did this wig, which the wig's it's a bit like downward facing now. It's got some restyling I got to do because it's from the transportation, but obviously it still looks amazing, even though I got to fix some of the stuff up before next week. But it's great. It fits my big head. They took all my head sizes, came out beautifully, and it looks great in the pictures. This picture too. Shameless thirst post. I'm sorry. But I was really feeling it in the bathroom of the Umaya Izakaya. After a long day of wearing the outfit, I got to take everything off. So, shameless picture there. But, yeah, it was cool. Got lots of pictures with Coco's Aerith. And, dude, this Sephiroth, chat. This Sephiroth was 6 feet, 9 inches tall. Obviously. He did not have platforms on. That was his raw height. 6 feet 9 inches. This is look. I'm like 5'9", right? And so this guy's like literally a foot taller than me. Like this isn't like a weird angle of like he was literally right behind me. 6 feet 9. 6 foot 9. He was massive. He was also so wide. Like look at me, right? Dude, easily 300 pounds. Like, not, like, easily, he's probably heavier than 300 pounds, but he was probably that much, if not heavier. Like, genuinely, Brock Lesnar, like, monstrous sizing, width, and length. Bro was big in every aspect of the word. It was crazy. He was also very nice. But I've never seen someone that big in my life, I think, let alone bro was cosplaying Sephiroth. Like, he made all this shit, too. He made the sword a day in advance, apparently, and it looks great. But shout out this guy. It was fucking insane. I was like, dude, did you play football? And he said, no, I don't play football. I think he used to play football, but he probably could get in the NFL just by signing up. Like, if he knew nothing about football, he probably could say, like, call up a recruiter and be like, hey, I'm 6 feet, 9 inches tall. I'm like 325. He probably would get a contract just because of that. Which is crazy. But yeah, that was insane. And I like I said, I didn't post that many pictures, but Cloud was really fun to wear. It's just very overstimulating because the wig's a bit much, and you know my arm. So see this here. This kept falling off. So the harness here and the pauldron kept falling off all day, and so like I had to keep fixing it, which is really annoying and just like a pain in the ass. And then this stuff here the gauntlet was on really tightly, and I had gloves on that I couldn't take off easily, so I had gloves on all day. So for most of the day, it was hard for me to like go on my phone, or like I had to carry the sword around as well, and the sword was really heavy. So like the whole day I was just very like out of it, because you have a wig on, a heavy pauldron that's falling. This strap right here also broke. It came off, so it kept going up like this, and so because of that loosening, the pauldron fell off even more. So it was really stressful. It was a great day, but it's just like I was totally out of it and just didn't talk like half the day because I just couldn't do it. But it was good. And then Sunday I did Zoro. I don't have any pictures, but that's the weekend. I'll have pictures of everything up on the Instagram and Twitter. And I don't think there's really any other stories. Like, I showed you guys what I bought. I think the most exciting day was probably, I guess Saturday was really good too. Me and Coco got lots of good pictures as Cloud and Aerith. But I really enjoyed Friday. Carrying the Raphael cutout was lovely. It was lovely. So I'm very excited to run it back for ANYC with the cutout, as well as with the actual fit that I got gifted on Throne. The belts. I don't think I'm gonna order the button down shirt. Because I just don't feel like buying it. I think I can just wear a normal like button down. This. Because I have the belts here. I don't have the button down shirt. I think I'll just wear a normal one for ANYC. But I'm excited to bring it back, and hopefully meet some more people there who do lad stuff, or just people in general. But yeah, Chad, that's pretty much the Oda recap. Had a good time. It was fun. Hung out with friends. Didn't do any like partying or anything, because we had to commute in every day. But no complaints. Otacon's always a blast. I guess it wasn't too hot out. Honestly, the AC was nice in the building. I got to meet 2 people who watched the streams, which is cool. Right? That's like never happened before. So it was good. Nothing really, like, no complaints, honestly, other than my cosplays falling apart. Which always happens. But that's why Anime NYC will be doing stuff that doesn't fall apart. It's going to be not too many big props. Cloud, I'm not doing for it. At least not the Cloud fit I was wearing for Oda. That's going to go back in the vault for like a couple weeks until I can fully finish it. So next time I wear it, it'll be fully done. There'll be nothing else I have to do or fix for the outfit. So next time I wear it, it will be good to go. And I can get a photo studio that we can rent out and do nice pictures. And then I don't have to worry about like fixing it every time I wear it. But yeah, Oda, it was good stuff.